Test, test, test. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Let's go! Test, 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 testing, 1, 2, testing, 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 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, testing, 1, 2, testing, 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 1, 2, testing. Let's go! It is a freezing cold night tonight, and the teams are out early, and you can don't blame them for wanting to get out there and into the play as quick as possible. My name's Joshua Byrne. I'll be your commentator for tonight. With mathematically, Heidelberg can potentially, with a win, seal the minor premiership tonight. It'd be a big ask for Bulleen to chase them down if they get a victory today. Box Hill, part of the chasing pack tonight, sitting just outside, maybe in 7th, but they do have a game in hand, and they have an important game in hand, but that is incredibly congested from 3rd all the way down to Spring Hills in 8th, all looking for final spots, all in that chasing pack. Box Hill with that game in hand against the F3 Academy puts them in a good frame for that chasing pack. With after this game, it'll be the 4 games left, still plenty of time for them to make up the points. And any points they can get from the ladder leaders today would be handy. as the stream may not have caught up just yet, as they're about to kick off. Rarely you'll see this early. Box Hill are off and running with today's captain Polosina, and it's Box Hill with the first phase of play and turned over relatively easily. And Heidelberg will look to settle straight away into their set rhythm of patterns of play that they have been doing extremely well all season. As his lovely touch forward, Polosina looking to get back, but turned over in the end. Bailey, the captain for Heidelberg. Big ball forward. Lovely ball forward. Can stride into the box now. Cuts inside. Beats another one and turns it back. Has a hit. Had Morrissey scrambling forward. And Heidelberg with the first genuine chance today. Lots of movement in the box as the rain teams down. Comes out, has a punch, gets enough on it to tear away the pressure. But Heidelberg can see it out and reset. As you may or may not be able to see in the camera, the heavens have started to open as well now, making it even easier for the players on the field. Poor touch in the end by Woolhead. The incredibly handy pickups that Heidelberg have had from the end of the A-League season. Over in Perth she was. Lovely touch forward. Grade 1-2. Spaces open up. The run just was a bit ambitious. Mahota already involved, number 14 for Heidelberg. A very busy player. And pressure there again. That one's literally just thrown away. I won't be too happy with that. Lovely turn. Beats the one and couldn't keep it in, unfortunately, there. For the young 17-year-old. Capoedas. Ball driven forward. Bit of a hidden hope. Box Hill looking to try and get something on the ball. As it's out on that far side. Numbers in the box. Turns one. See, he tried to turn. Couldn't go anywhere with that one. And the breaks on. It's a lovely ball forward. Masoda looks to cut in. Lovely back heel to find a teammate, and just a vicious pass, but he finds the player in the end. And it's back into that defensive block that Box Hill's going to have to do probably most of today's play. That one's whipped towards the edge of the box. The reset is on. Darts past one. Has a fling of the boot at it. And bar deflection, it could have gone anywhere. Pasoda teaming up with the youngster down this near side. Now this turns back. And again, playing across. Gino's at the back Heavy pressure from Heidelberg, forcing them back, and there's a slip, and that's what could be today's. Oh, that's given us a free kick. I think that was more of a slip of the foot rather than anything else. Both teams coming off a clean sheet wins apiece. As that ball gets ambitiously knocked forward and well shepherded out. As I was saying, both teams coming off a clean sheet victory, with Heidelberg 2-0 winners at home against Brunswick, and Box Hill winning away at fellow finals contenders in South Melbourne. A vital 1-0 away at Lakeside Stadium last weekend. And a reminder that Heidelberg are in the cup final as well, so the games keep coming. A couple of weeks' time against South Melbourne at the home of Matildas. Get your tickets now, get down, should be a good weekend. Heidelberg featuring in both cup finals. And speaking of that, the dominance in both the women's and the men's this year has been a testament to the club. They won the title last year in the finals, but they'll be aiming for the double of the cup. Well, actually the triple, you could say. The cup, the minor premiers and the finals winners as well. There's a big carrot dangling in front of Heidelberg. Box Hill nicely settled on the ball. A couple of phases of play, but just can't go anywhere forward. Lovely turn. Turns back again. No one really holding onto the ball well enough at the moment. Box Hill happy to pass it back between themselves, but it's not going to go anywhere going backwards. The goal difference is not too healthy, Box Hill. So in the race to finals, it's a bit of a challenge. The likes of South Melbourne and Burundar have got much better goal difference. It's a very fragmented start. Both teams are easing into the game. Heidelberg wouldn't say they're in any rush to press and be too heavy. And that one, yes, I was going to say he looked like he was going to overturn his decision. And Thomas in the middle. Lovely touch, lovely quick feet. Well read. From Aotoa. And again, well read again. Same player. Been all over the park in that defensive. Loses out. And there's a first tame shot. It's a shot on target. as you might the stats will say. As the rain is teeming down, the supporters huddle, and I mentioned before that it was cold. That would be an understatement. A couple of gloves and long sleeves seen by a few players. Too light. Box Hill again happy to keep it in their own half. Heidelberg not overly pressing until they get closer. That's a lovely one too. Out onto that far side. Spacing to run into. Numbers in the box. Looking to try and get it across. And that's not quite on the same wavelength as her teammate. And Heidelberg's young skipper goes and collects it. One of the rare players that has played every game this season in between the sticks. This comes out this side. There was a bit of an ask on that kick with the wind as well. Paredes tees it up, and that's going to be a ricochet, and it'll probably be a corner. Yep, there's a chance for Box Hill to try and swing this in. Looks like Polosina's going to go out and take it. In the box. Plenty to aim for. Swung in, near post. Could have gone anywhere. Beats everybody and comes out this camera side. And they can't keep the pressure going. Easily shoved off. Lays it back to the keeper. He just knocks it long to relieve the pressure. And that one flew through everybody. He was begging for someone just to have a touch on it. Put a foot out. Something could have gone anywhere. Heidelberg escape. A couple of players slipping and sliding already. May look a little bare down both goals. The rest of the ground does look reasonably okay with the amount of traffic it does have here. Heidelberg now looking to press. The press is on, but Box Hill can play through. And they're happy to make them run. Sit back into their defensive blocks again. The emphasis is on Box Hill to attack. They're the ones who need the points. Heidelberg with a game plan of, looks like it's sitting back until it's there. Alice plays it inside. Down the far side. It's a lovely ball. Keeps it in touch. Lovely play through. Just a heavy touch. Bailey comes screaming out off her goal line and scoops it up nicely. And the 1-2 combination out on that far side worked very well. Heidelberg need to get Soda in that build-up play a bit more. That ball's knocked long. Somebody to run onto. The overlap of the runs come. Happy to sit back and restart. There's their ball through. Keeper Masoda's on the charge. Keeper comes diving out, doesn't get anything, and there's a slip from Masoda. We'll have the throw. Little error there from his judgment from the keeper. I want to see. Played at Central Coast Mariners previously. Very handy pick up between the sticks. And if you go back and watch last week's game against South Melbourne, it was very good as well. Almost caught there. Just lollygagging on the ball. That's what Heidelberg will do. They'll run the game. They'll run the game to the last minute, and they'll defend in good blocks like they are here. And manages to sneak its way through. The pass was probably needed for the player out a bit further. Cabrera come inside. He wasn't the best option. But the attack's still there. And just too much of a heavy touch. Trying to do too much with the ball. Been successful with a give and go, but the ball forward into the box. Driving forward. Coming together. And I thought he's given us handball as both players have slid and punished the Heidelberg attacker for handball. Cracking ball out wide. Lovely switch of play that brought that a great opportunity in. Chases on, press. They can open them up if you're going to press high. Heidelberg will open you up. And we've already seen a couple of danger signs. There's his animation from Box Hill bench. This is a good ball forward. Cabarera. Oh, through the legs, lovely nutmeg. Tries to beat two. And probably more just ran into the player than anything else. Lovely piece of skill. Maybe to a defender. And she'll take that as a win to herself. Have the confidence to keep going and keep attacking against her. On the far side, little step overs, cut in, and Bailey gets there first. Made that look very comfortable. The near post. They go short. First couple of minutes Heidelberg had all possession. Last 5 to 10 minutes they haven't. Now to gain a great ball through. And a bit of an ask. Soda. And I'd be playing it into every time as well with the goal scoring record she's on at the moment. 17 games. Another player who's played 17, but also scored 17. So leading one of the leaders in the Golden Boot race as well, and been on absolute fire. And considering they do have a plus 23 goal difference, and they have banged in 45 goals, Heidelberg. So they are not shy in front of goal, and Box Hill won't want to give them any opportunities to prove that fact. And they can't let her in behind, and it's a poor giveaway there. It's almost a beautiful ball through. Alice with the gloves on. Happy to play the one touch in and out. Call for turn, doesn't. Polosina. Lovely ball forward. In behind here. Lovely finish. He hits the post and it's in. Fabulous finish in the end. Rossi tucks it home. And that is why you bring Polosina into the ground, into the club. And that's worth the admission price right there with that through ball. But don't take away from the finish from Rossi. Finishes beautifully with the on-rushing Bailey. And this is the start they were after. These are the points they need. Is this going to kick Heidelberg into gear? They've allowed them to have possession. Let's see if this continues. Box Hill need to stay tight and rigid now. Defensive block. Polosina comes forward again. Lovely interplay. It's Rossi's second goal for the season. Just her 6th appearance. Young 17-year-old leading the line. A lot of weight on her shoulders and showing that she's more than capable. Often does come off the wing a lot more than playing more central. But it's proven a master stroke putting her central. Box Hill happy to sit on the tempo of the game. As you almost put the foot on the ball, had a look around. Heidelberg won't press just yet. They'll press together and as a team. Polosina coming very deep to receive it. Speaking of Polosina's a very good campaign with Melbourne City, featured in 22 games, 4 goals and 6 assists, so it's vital to their almost undefeated season as Polosina has a hit and it's just took enough sting out of the deflection. Down in the end, rightly so. And having a bit of a conversation about the kicking away, about wasting time 24 minutes in. It's knocked long. Couldn't control it. It gets a link out wide. Whipped into the box and dealt with by Box Hill again. And their first pass has been to go backwards first, which is proving the skeptics wrong. You can win a game by going backwards. That's a lovely back heel. Opens it up, puts the pressure on. Rossi chasing through. Opportunity was there. Now they're looking for pressure. Well, one back. Rossi cuts inside. Got options. Getting pressed though. Now it's Heidelberg's time to drive forward. Soda knocks it out wide for the overlapping run. Burke was the overlapping run. Turned back. Good pressure from the defensive block here. Inside. Looked to tee it up for a shot, but outside, inside, into the box. Lovely defending. Great last-ditch tackle there. And that'll be a corner. A little obscured by my own vision from the grandstand in the pole. Working around it. Whipped in, high ball, back to the back post, top of the box, nobody there other than a Box Hill player to scoop it up. And they can press forward. Lovely outside of the boot. Policy enough. Good attempt at a switch of play there as well. And that one should be. It's a lovely tackle. And that's a red. And yes, we have seen that. I'll have to re-look at the replay because that looked like a very good coming together and a footballing tackle, but maybe a stray leg has caught her. Monacy is shown red, shown her marching orders, and that is making the task even more troublesome. They may be leading, but it's going to be a big ask for them. A very defeated look as he comes off. Both teams get a chance to have a quick huddle. As there will be a substitute of some sort. 53. Unfortunately, Caporeiras will make way, the young winger. Sacrificial lamb. It's a shame to see, but Villiers and B. McKenzie coming on. She was the first choice goalkeeper. Free Morrissey coming to the club from Central Coast Mariners, so well averse between the sticks. Now it's a bit of a challenge with 10 players as the ball gets whipped in, and that'll be a first chance to gather. And she does on the second time of asking. reprieve now. 30 minutes gone, and Rossi's goal separates the two sides. But moments ago, Rossi's shown red. Mackenzie coming in. All happened in the first 30 minutes so far. Hasn't been many attempts on goal, but plenty of talking points off the back of that red card. Beat one. Berg. Gets the Box Hill get the throw, and Berg didn't look too happy about that one. And another player in Heidelberg's team has played every game, the odd cup game here and there. And Heidelberg will be looking to utilise the space that's now created from this 10 players. That's tipped into the box. Gets a touchdown, has a hit. Great save from Mackenzie. Spills it. And spills it to advantage. And that's going to be a free kick. Great save from Mackenzie. Had to be sharp. It has to be sharp from the get-go here. The rain does look like it's subsided a bit, which doesn't help the ground. It'll be nice and greasy and slippery. But they'll be happy to make the conditions a bit easier to play in. Bitterly cold Friday night. Round 18 after the conclusion of this week's fixtures. Just the 4 weeks to go. 4 rounds to go, I should say. 5 weeks of football with the cup weekend. Box Hill will have a catch-up game in that weekend. If they keep the scoreline the same, every point is handy for them to get into the finals. Of course, there are no newcomers to finals, so it gets whipped in deep and misses everybody. Just needed an outstretched foot from Capitano. As I was saying, Box Hill have got a game in hand to play FV Academy. Mackenzie inviting the pressure on. A bit of an air swing in the end. Ellis comes and helps. And a different mentality from Heidelberg. Now Box Hill's down to 10. And that's a lovely ball in. And just to coming together, no real questions there other than from the crowd. Pushing and shoving in that. And Heidelberg vote. We'll see coming out onto this near side. Who hasn't had much to do. Seemed to back well. will head River. They may be 1-0 down, but it's that one and only chance. Well taken from Rossi, but other than that, they've dealt with everything relatively easily. He gets flicked into the back post. And up for a corner. Reasonably good crowd in for a bitterly cold Friday night. Spring Hills do kick off as well on the other side of the city. So it gets whipped into the middle. Hacked clear. A bit of an ask. 3-on-1 as a hit. You can hear a comment. There's a bit of jovial back and forward from the crowd. Has taken up that number 99 has taken up that centre forward role. And Rossi's come out to this near side. Soda. He's been busy. Got in behind a couple of times. Measured build-up play. Good tackle. It's going to go out for a throw-in, that looked like in the end. From this angle, almost looked like a corner, but will be a throw-in nonetheless. Heidelberg trying to find their feet. 1-0 down. Playing against 10 though, so there's a whipped in. Doesn't make it to the near post at all. And Mackenzie will certainly be happy to take her time. And does the usual of, no, I'm going to swap sides. On for the red carded Monacy. See much of the ball since that sending off. A lovely attempt at a pass into Masoda. They've just changed up their positioning as well. Hughes come more central and dropped a bit deeper to try and receive the ball. Didn't really get many of a touch. Very good at controlling the play. If only she can get a hold of the ball. Zena trying to do all the work. happy to sit in behind, even though they do have the extra player. When the press comes, it was a bit half-hearted that time, but they still managed to get it. Soda came inside. Looking for someone. Also, he was told to turn and run. Didn't quite work out. I'll see. Lovely touch inside. Ellis looks to just turn it back again. And they're keeping the ball. The press was triggered per se. Vivian, the only one who went. Even pressed on her own and forced a turnover. They've got the ball back now. Zoda up on this wing. Can she get the ball across? What can she do with it? Looking for support. Burke. Soda goes near post. Couldn't get a deep enough cross onto it. Box Hill first to it, but they've got no escape. Rosina. And with Rossi. Rossi's done very well. Great attempt. Polosina was ready and raring for it. Great attempt at a through ball. Return the favour for the excellent through ball that she received for her own goal. Trying to return the favour. Berg throw it in. Ellis had to be a winning header. Soda was in behind. Soda, a Japanese born player, played in state leagues last year, but showing her worth this year. Played Kilo Park, registered at Kilo Park last year. Good pressure. Oh, and that's a fumble and it's gone in. Something out of nothing. The 10 men take a 2-0 lead out of nothing. And look like Cox. She'll claim the touch. You might have to look back on the replay to have a look to see if it's even worth saying that she did get a touch. Very lackadaisy defending, and I think it was a bit of pressure, and that might go down as an own goal against Wild. The 10 players increase their lead to 2-0. Almost on the stroke at half time. Heidelberg maybe top of the table, but certainly not playing like it at the moment. Much of a nothing ball into the box. It's twisting and turning. Going nowhere though. Gives the ball away in the end. As we're about to tick into added time. Haven't seen the board go up just yet. Probably get a minute or two. And yes, as the board goes up, 2 minutes. That's whipped in. We'll say that was a shot. An attempted cross. Heidelberg look, I don't know if it's shock or disappointment in themselves that they have put themselves in a position where they are 2-0 down. Come second half, they've got a mountain to climb if they want to get anything out of this. Mind you, they've only lost the one game for the season, and that was an absolute mauling against South Melbourne early in the season, which a couple of weeks ago they returned the favour, winning 1-0 anyway on the return fixture. Since then, they haven't put a foot wrong. Soda knocking it back. Anywhere will do on that one. Alleviate a bit of pressure. Woodward. Woodward, sorry. Does Heidelberg have a chance late? They can get it across. Not really going anywhere there. It's whipped in.
Oh, that's it.
Tempted good touch. The opportunities are there. And it's going to be a big ask for Heidelberg to come out into the second half. But they do have the advantage of playing against 10. As we go in at half-time, it's Box Hill 2, Heidelberg 0. And we'll be back for the second half after a few messages. Let's go! Wait for the music. Wait for the music. Hello and welcome back to this round 18 fixture from Wembley Park, the home of Box Hill United, who lead this fixture 2-0 against Heidelberg, and they lead being the fact of being down to 10 as well. And they even scored a second, being down to 10. Heidelberg very defensive in the first half. Sat off, didn't attack too heavy, and I've got a funny feeling that might change in this second half. Heidelberg already attacking the first time. With goals to Rossi, and what's going back over the replay ended up being an unfortunate own goal to Wild, number 3 for Heidelberg. With the unfortunate sending off of, honestly, the goalkeeper coming out, making a challenge, and deemed as a last player, and shown her marching orders. Mackenzie's come in and been put under pressure a couple of times, wasn't overly tested too much. And that'll be a comment from the Heidelberg coaching staff. And they need to rustle something up in this second half. For Heidelberg, there wasn't much to write home about. Long, cold, wet trip so far. That the way it's going, they're going home with only their second loss of the season, unless they can turn it around and pull something out of the hat. Hacked out. What do you know? Gets another go at it. And does better this time. Only one-touch football. That's much better from them. Doesn't come to anything, but promising signs. They're pressing much higher up the field as well. Box Hill throw. Barbary. Looking for that outlet of Rossi, who's been tasked with playing at central again. Lovely turn. Leaving there, lovely turn in the middle. Come to anything. Rossi can get on to the end of this one. Casting a lone figure up there though. Polozina is charging forward. And checked on the edge of the box. Nothing of it. I'll be happy to Heidelberg reset with a goal kick. Soda tries the 1-2, doesn't come off. The pressure's there. Looking for the turnover again. And gets dragged down in the end. Chance for him to push the ball forward easily up. We're looking to dictate play a lot more in this half. Use that player advantage, which they didn't use and ended up conceding through a errant. If you watch back on the replay, unfortunately I don't know if it's a clearance or an errant back pass. Wild gets a boot to it and it loops over. Skipper's head. Lovely twisting and turning. Goes down and told to get up. Another referee. Nothing in that one. Stayed down though. Just a little nudge on the ankle, I think. Hasn't been afraid of a big decision. Thomas in the middle. Going to say that needed to be a Heidelberg vote. It was in the end. Got there eventually. Given away though. Wild needs to make amends. Hooked forward. Ronaldo. Inside to Cox. Knocked forward, but Rossi's the only one forward, and that was nowhere near up. Could be a very thankless task up forward for Rossi on her own. It looks like the way they've set up. 2 blocks of 4. That's a big ball forward. Where they caught them first time with the sending off. So they'll be looking to do that again potentially. Mackenzie is very handy between the sticks. No stranger to game time this season. Already into this will be her 9th appearance. Trying to play it out. And ask for the pressure to be put onto them. Lovely through the legs. Nicked away by Cox there. Disappointed with her first half. Didn't have much to do. Other than the 2 defensive lapses that led to the goals. Stark contrast to the last time these 2 met in round 7. It was a dominant 3-0 win to Heidelberg. Times have changed. Heidelberg may be sitting pretty at the top of the table. There's more on the line for Box Hill than Heidelberg. Box Hill pushing in trying to push into those final spots. Keep in touch with Alamein and South Melbourne alike. Good ball forward. Arby. Well defended. Good turn. Looking at back post. Lovely touch. And offside flag does go up in the end. And rightly so in the end. Especially from this angle. The big divot of the ground comes up. Kenzie, as per usual, not in any rush to take it. Leading 2-0 against table toppers. I would be slowing it down as much as I could as well. Very short, inviting the pressure on. Heidelberg have shown that they will press this half. They sat off them in the first and it didn't work. Clear change in mentality in this second half. Peel. Not on the same wavelength as Levin in the middle. He tries to wing it back, doesn't. And Rossi almost gets the turn on. Soda. Been very quiet on her standards tonight. Plenty of time to make the impression. That one trickles out for throwing in the end. Box Hill won't rush to take it. It's pumped clear. He took a great touch. Couldn't lay it off to anybody. Again, costing a lone figure. Barbary, lovely defending there. Letting Peel know she's there. Poor touch. Cox was a little held there, but incited by the referee. The pinball with the headers. And you get it down. Looking for a switch of play. This camera side had it all open and they turn it going the other way. And the break is on. Box Hill will turn and repeat, inviting a bit of pressure. And they're happy to try and keep the ball, even with 10. If they keep going the way they're going, you can see a Heidelberg change. Mackenzie almost got caught. And I can see a change coming. 14. Is that 4? No, sorry, 4 for 30. Berino coming off. And number 30. Trent coming on. I must add, I did see her name on the young Matildas, or junior Matildas, as that's a tamed effort in the end. Chances there. Mackenzie's happy to see that straight into her hands. As I was saying, young number 30's just come on. And her name's on the Junior Matildas list, I did notice. Congratulations to her. Getting selected for that training camp. Lovely turn. Combinations starting to eke their way into the game for Heidelberg. Year-old on for her 12th appearance. She also does have a goal to her name as well, playing at that kind of fullback role. Usually on this left-hand fullback, can play across the defensive line when needed. Can play also forward as well, so very versatile player. I see, well held up, trying to do it all on her own. Needed some help. Heidelberg have the time to settle on the ball and not overly rushing. And they've put the pressure on, it's worked. Nice little interplay, comes back. Well, one can stride forward. Rosina, good work in the end. Got a bit of a lull in the game now. Heidelberg need to kick into a second gear. They've been very tame today, and it's be frustrating for them. They had a chance to mathematically almost seal up the goal difference, seal up the minor premiership by a calamitous final 4 games. They've been outplayed and being outplayed by the 10 players of Heidelberg, of Box Hill, sorry. Obviously probably would have been offside if she ended up with that one. Lovely little dummy. Played a good defensive line there, Box Hill. Kept him at a bay. Kenzie happy to invite the pressure. Does often play short and chooses to this time. Parbury, nice touch. Cox, good turn. Gets caught by Heidelberg player. As you might be able to hear, there's comments creeping in the crowd. Frustration from both sides, to be honest. Switches it and gets a bit fortunate there. And he switches on, and that's a great opportunity. Swung into the top of the box. And again, first player there is a Box Hill player. And lovely touchdown. Switcher plays on. Over the turn. Rossi has a hit. Sees the keeper off the line. Worth a hit. And that's what confidence has bred. As Albertino comes off. Being quite ineffective, unfortunately. Velohonovalos comes on, and almost straight into the action. 17-year-old, 23-year-old side, 17th appearance. 2 goals, so handy off the bench. But quick and lively is the best way to describe the way she plays. And the opportunity to get in behind is probably the best way to play it. People looking for the overlap, wasn't there? And a slip. Ballhead. Oh, gets caught. Now the break is on. Rossi needs to stay on side. Has a hit. Well kept in by the keeper. Bailey knocks it long. No waiting around for that one, no playing short. It's a bit of an ask, but might get there. And gets there, but couldn't wrap the boot round it. Maybe even hurt herself on the way down. Masoda. Been up and down that wing. Not much avail so far. So again, inviting the pressure on. Given away. And well pressured from Cox there. Again, an ask on Rossi. Bailey plays it short. Game getting a little stretched now. The 10 players are going to start feeling it since that 67th minute. 22 minutes into the second half, and this is a large pitch here at Wembley Park. Lovely turn. Rotating on a sixpence there. Rosina. Good strength. See it out, but chance is still there. No offside flag, but there's an opportunity down this near side. You can drive forward. It's 4-on-4. A bit quicker, could have made it 4-on-4 all the way. Hugh tries to swing that ball in. Riding the the pressure on. Oh, there's a turnover there. And again, just a sloppy pass in that attacking third. Not sure what the crowd are going yay about. That was a free kick all day of the week. Knocked into Peel's feet. Lovely takedown. Beats one, beats two. Knocks it out wide. Soda. Isolated figure out there. Has to come all the way back. May be able to hold on to the ball, but still need to go forward. Still need a press. So it's just whipped and hoped. Much of a nothing pass in the end. Comes all the way back. Peel again. Good header win. Nobody there for the second ball though. Other than a Box Hill player, as I've been saying the entire game. Box Hill are just in the right spots. So just a little frustration from Heidelberg creeping in with some of the niggly little fouls creeping into the game. Can't see anybody from Box Hill overly warming up, so I can't imagine there'll be too many subs anytime soon. As I say that, it looks like there's somebody who's stood up and ready. Soda now. Good turn. Good strength. Seeing if there was an advantage. Well refereed in the end. And they play it quick. It's the right mentality. Need to start pushing forward. Here. Now to Peel. Even. To Donahue. Nice little interplay. Toda has a hit, and that's not too far off, and that's almost the first shot in anger from Heidelberg. They had one in the first opening moments of the game, and ever since then it's been, I wouldn't say one-way traffic, but very tamed attacking performance from them. Mackenzie knocks that ball long for once. Don't want to play that short. As we're just looking for a ball. He wins it back, striding forward. She's been very good today. We'll see. One goal to her name. Link-up play with Polosino has been excellent. Polosino gets another assist to her name. Heidelberg players told to go warm up. Tries to whip it in. Lovely footwork. Recycle it. Just a forced pass, and you may even heard on the effects mic the keep it. And it's much better. That's what they want. Wild wanted it. Rotate through. Tries the flick. Pinball. Finally get the ball down, twisting and turning. And again, plays it backwards. Press the ball forward. Might be pretty football, but if you're not going anywhere, Peel tries to take on two. It's a throw in for troubles. Rinse and repeat. Oh, knocks it out wide. Almost started playing that kind of free at the back. Heidelberg forcing that ball forward. If you're just joining us, Heidelberg trailing 2-0. Box Hill down to 10. Been down to 10 for quite a while, and even managed to score one being down to 10. With the goalkeeper, Honestly, getting sent off inside 30 minutes. His Box Hill attack is on as well. Couldn't cut it back. Up there for a corner, which they certainly won't be rushing. As I was saying, Rossi, fabulous finish for the first goal, and a defensive, we'll call it a defensive mix-up between defender, keeper and alike. Wild ended up tipping it into her own net, mind you from the edge of the box, but over his head. It's whipped in, and a wasted corner in the end, straight into the side netting. There's some change of notes from Heidelberg bench. Might see another sub or two, but not in this break of play as he comes forward. Cox well read, well won. Nice little interplay. I don't think the subs will come just yet. Parbury. And again, rinse and repeat. And we're going to do the subs now. Ten off, Peel off, who's come off this near side. Number 16 as well. And 2 on (37) and 23. I'll get to 37 in a moment. But Trevino also on for senior debut. But Anna Skotznica also on for her senior debut, dominating in the under-20s. 17 appearances and 9 goals. Apparently a bucket load of assists as well. Into the box. And couldn't be easily dealt with in the end. And comes back in again. And we've got another opportunity. Whipped in and a Box Hill head, but just out of reach. And Heidelberg will sigh a relieving pressure. As I was saying, 37, making a senior debut as well. I was informed before the start of play from very proud parents. At the age of 13, she was scouted for Liverpool. She is also a under-17 Hungarian national team representative. So, making her senior debut, which is great to see, and with the kind of numbers she's been putting in the under-20s, rightly so by the sounds of it. Wish her the best of luck for her career. And we have a substitution here as well for Box Hill. Wine off. Rossi, who's done incredibly well with a goal. And Vitello's on. Number 27. Near enough like for like. Into play. Now be offside. Heidelberg hopefully, yep, looking to rush play. Great ball through.
How's it family good?
Zoda. He's got Snicker. Oh, and just couldn't reach it. Just in behind her. The chance is still there. Still there. Snicker couldn't quite get it again. He's in behind. Just in behind her. Couldn't quite get a foot to it. And the substitutions, could this be the spark that Heidelberg need? Two balls on the pitch, we'll try that one again. It's just this little interplay that hasn't worked for Heidelberg today. And that, let alone that final ball into the final third. It's just been lacking. And you saw it just on display there, just behind the player. It's a bit of a hidden hope. Jello's got a lot of work to do up there on her own. Rossi did a lot of the donkey work to start with. Kept in. Just the fouls again. A little push and shove. Are you not happy with that one? Yellow card on that one. And the A-League, I'll call her somewhat of a veteran. She's only 20 years old, mind you. Made 15 games, a couple of goals and a couple of assists. It was incredibly useful for Perth. It's the big trip back to Heidelberg. Does pick up a yellow there for just not happy. Frustration of being 2-0 down. Probably won't be rushing to take it. Just tosses it in. Need a bit more purpose on it than that. None of you. Got away with that one. Lovely switch in the end. Streaming forward. No one going to the ball. Mackenzie. It's a bit of a slow motion. It will be a corner in the end. Taken short. Whipped in. Good header, straight at Mackenzie. Mackenzie happy with that one. Lofted forward. It's there, has a hit, and the attacks are coming now, thick and fast. Is it too late? Mackenzie tries to knock it long, couldn't quite get enough purchase on it. Just tossed away. Well kept in the end. There'll be a Box Hill throw. Probably won't be rushing. Tosses it in. Joe trying to hold it up. Knocked forward. Someone to run onto. Kenzie comes. Scoops it up to the edge of the box. Well, quick off her line there. She was sitting quite high anyway. Throws it out to Cox. It was a good throw. Cox just couldn't quite do enough to it. Toss it back. The way it stands at the moment, Heidelberg heading towards only their second loss for the season. But depending on other results, Box Hill puts them in very good position with the game in hand to try and get something into the finals. Striding forward here. That's a speculative ball forward. Probably would have been better driving forward a bit more and trying to play the pass there. Again, just hit and hope, and that's what Heidelberg have been guilty of today. Donahue, lovely turn, lovely pass. Running himself into a cul-de-sac there. No push as we tick into the last couple of minutes of the game. Heidelberg look like they've kicked up a gear into a bit more of a desperation of trying to get something out of this game. Not with passes like that, they won't though. Wild had a poor first half. And it's just a yellow, and potentially rightly so. Players either side, and well indicated by the referee there to say, yeah, no, definitely there's players either side. A fistful of Joe's shirt. You swap shirts after the game, not during it. And chance for a absolute cherry on top. Eyes potentially cast to the 4 minutes of added time. Has a hit. Oh, and as you can tell from the crowd, it was close. It was very nicely hit. We're into the 4 minutes of added time. Heidelberg, 4 minutes to do something, salvage something from the game. Driving forward, well defended. They can salvage something. Seda tries to get it into the box, just to nobody. Backed into a brick wall of Box Hill players. Sub here. The skipper's coming off. Lovely assist for Rossi's opening goal. And I believe it was number 7, Simpson, coming on. 4 minute cameo. It's a toe poke at it. Nothing in the end. Body's in the way. Ricocheting around, looking to fall for somebody. Has a hit, top netting. As the time ticks away. And a bit premature from the music person. Chase is on. Young Simpson, fresh legs against Wild, who will want to put this game behind her and forget about it. And on here, and again, just dealt with simply. Very sure and rigid at the back today, Box Hill. Last minute of added time also. Looking to try and... Big ask to try and salvage something now. 1-2. Nice little touch. 1-2. Trying to drive into the box. And there it is. It's the final whistle. Box Hill. Victors 2-0. Helps them get into finals. Keeps the pressure on. Gives them something to play for in the last... Well, they have 5 games left. Heidelberg suffering only their second loss of the season. Goals from Rossi. And an unfortunate own goal to Wild. Very well done in the end from Box Hill being down to 10 with an unfortunate sending off to Monacy in the first half. All action happened in the first half. Huffed and puffed from Heidelberg, but nothing to show from in the end. Big 3 points. And depending on other results on the weekend, it might push them even higher into the tables and push for finals. I've been your commentator, Joshua Byrne. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of the NPL and WNPL action across the YouTube network.